Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Big Screw coming to you live, face the camera, on the main channel, you feel me? I'm gonna start, usually I would do like these type of videos on my second channel, but I'm gonna start posting these videos on my main channel so I can monetize these hoes, make a little bit of money off of it so I can continue to buy these things, these geek bars. I fucking love these geek bars, you know what I'm saying? Gotta fuel my addiction somehow. But I'm about to tell y'all, right, how I accidentally reprogrammed my subconscious mind by making music. All right, now this is gonna sound crazy as hell for the people who don't like really know me, but for the people who know me like in real life, I'm a real spiritual nigga. Like I be really like tapped in with the spiritual world and all this shit. So I believe in manifestation, reincarnation, all that shit. And of course, I believe in the Most High. I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell y'all, like I said, how I accidentally, like I did this shit on accident. I didn't purposefully, create this reality for myself. I did this shit on accident, and I did it by making music. So I'm gonna start off. Let's see. I've been making music forever, but I've been doing this rap shit for around like a couple years now. Only a couple years. It all started, I say, like in 2021 when I decided that I was gonna like start going for the rap game. Because for the niggas who been here for a long time, y'all know I was never a rapper. I was never a producer. I started off doing video game music, full compositions for video game music. And after I dropped that Cardi remix, everybody know that Sega Cancun shit. After I dropped that, people started asking me for beats. So I was like, all right, I'm about to start making these beats. I always, wanted to make beats for rappers anyway. I always thought that was pretty cool. Then I started rapping because I was like, okay, I got a little something to say. And I make these beats. Let me spit something. And, of course, every rapper, starts all talking about the same stuff. Money, girls, clothes, all that. Now, growing up, I was an insecure ass kid. I mean, for a long time, I thought that I was like inferior to everybody. And I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can never pinpoint on why, but just, growing up, I always was insecure. I was never like a loner or outcast. Like I got really good social skills. I'm good at communicating with people, so I can always talk to people. But there was always this feeling inside that I was inferior to everybody, and it kind of leaked to the outside. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get much girls. I wasn't no player growing up, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I had a few girls here and there, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't no incel, but I was borderline an incel, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get bitches like that, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't getting money like that. I didn't get my first job until I was like, 18? I didn't get my first job till I was 18, but I wasn't getting money like that. I wasn't really, I wasn't the cool nigga that I think I am, today. And how I became that cool nigga, like, okay, so now I get money. I'm not even gonna lie. I get money. I blow it, so that's why I'm working on, actually keeping my money and not blowing it. But that's a whole nother story for a different video if I ever want to talk about that, if y'all ever want to hear about that. But I get money. I get bitches now, which is actually kind of crazy because like the bitches part, that's like a more recent thing, like as in like a year ago. Like I'm starting to like get hella women on my phone. Like when I hit a girl up, bitches be going for the screw now. You know what I'm saying? Hoes be going for the screw. And that all happened because I was in my songs, back in the Nexus DS days, faking it. You know what I'm saying? You got to fake this shit till you make it, gang. When you constantly put something out into the universe, if you constantly telling the universe, yeah, I get money, I get hoes, I shoot guns, I'm a cool ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, that shit gonna come to life, bro, because out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere, I go out and do my rapper shit. Like I'll go out and do a show or something like that. Like I just came back from Florida, bro. I ain't never been to Florida in my goddamn life. But when I went out there, niggas knew who I was. They was like, yo, what's up, Screw? I go on stage and I'm performing my shit and people hype. It was so crazy. I was on stage, right? I was in Tampa, Florida. And I remember like, going on stage, hyping people up. I was like, yo, Tampa, make some noise. And niggas was actually cheering and clapping. And I remember saying, I can't hear y'all, make some noise. And niggas actually got louder. I was like, damn, I'm really a fucking rapper in this bitch. And it all all, like all this stuff, that's just an example. That's a small fragment of all the stuff that I've experienced, all the confirmation that I've got from this world that, yes, I am who I say I am. And all that happened because when I wasn't who I say I was still saying I'm this person, I'm this person, I'm that person, I'm this cool nigga, I get these hoes, I get this money, I eat good off my music, I'm doing all that. You know what I'm saying? That's, I manifested this reality over the years of making all this music and dropping it and telling these niggas, telling the world that I am who I am. I became who I am, and I'm still becoming that person now. You know what I'm saying? So this is me passing the game like in real time and narrating my success and, my achievements in real time and passing the game down to the people who watch me because I want to see everybody eat. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's basically it. I want to see everybody eat. I want to see everybody live the life they want to live. And if you're making music, you know what I'm saying? Put that message in your music. You know what I'm saying? Tell these niggas who you are. Even if you don't believe you are who you are, you will become who you are if you tell these niggas constantly. You cannot stop. You can't lift your foot. Y'all seen how long I've been rapping, bro. I've been doing this shit for damn near 5 years now. And I've been making music for over a decade. You know what I'm saying? But you got to keep on going with this shit. Keep telling these niggas who you are until they listen. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what I did. I just told these niggas who I am until I became who I am. And I'm going to go even deeper with this shit. You're all right? I'm going to go even deeper with this shit. You're already who you're, trying to be. You just got to embody that. You have to jump into that timeline, okay? Because, I'm not going to get all Neil deGrasse Tyson in this bitch, but, the space and time continuum, everything that's ever happened and everything that ever will happen already exists. And time is in a box like this. And think about it like this, all right? A rectangle, a box, and you got a bunch of different lines going through it, right? Those lines inside of that box. So the box is space and time continuum, right? This is space and time. The lines within the box are timelines, different versions of yourself where you were down bad on your dick and balls, and versions of yourself when you were balling on these niggas and shitting on these hoes. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you have to quantum jump into that timeline, because while you're sitting here watching this video, there's a version of you right now that's on a beach with 100,000 in your fucking bank account with a badass bitch right now, sipping Coronas, not worrying about nothing. What you have to do is, by any means necessary, you have to quantum jump into that timeline. And one of those ways of doing that is faking it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? Tell these niggas who you are before you even become who you are. So when you become who you are, these niggas will be like, yeah, he is who he say he is. And that's game from your boy Screw. I hope y'all learned something from this, and I hope y'all can take away something from this video. And let me know down in the comments below, and like this video if you want me to keep on, dishing y'all videos like this, because I be having a lot of shit to say, but I just, really just keep it to myself. But I feel like if I put this shit out into the world, I can really change other people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this is all about. This music shit, it's much bigger than me. It's much bigger than myself. I'm doing this shit not for myself. I'm doing this shit for God. My God-given purpose is to make music and to inspire other people through that. And through all the knowledge that I've gained through self-reflection and just living life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm smarter than everybody else, but I do think that I'm very tapped in, and I feel like I can give somebody advice. So if somebody learned something from this, even if it's just one person, then my goal with this video is achieved. But with that being said, I'm going to catch y'all later. Me and this geek bar, we finna have a good time. Peace out. Stay choppy, y'all.